Since you're watching this video, I assume you either have a child who needs help with their reading, or you want to encourage your child to read a bit more. So the question is, what if you could find a way to motivate your child to read, and a way that you can ensure your child meets their reading goals, and consequently could transform their schoolwork and their self-confidence? Well, we think we have it, a reading program that motivates and engages children, and a reading program that you as a parent can feel confident about in order to get your child's reading outcomes. My name is John Kearns. I'm from Neuron Learning, and for 20 years with my wife Joyce, we have helped thousands of students to become fluent readers. And there is a science to reading that helps children catch up. The big question is, how can your child access this science? I'm reminded of David, a student in our winter 2023 group. He was reading very slowly and his comprehension was poor. He consequently did poorly at school, failing his exams, and struggled really to read and comprehend what he was being given by his teachers. After completing our program, his average reading speed went up from 65 words per minute to 115 words per minute. That meant that he could keep up with his classmates, get his homework done a lot more quickly, and he also went from not completing his exam papers to fully answering the questions, which of course gave him higher grades across all subjects. And this has resulted in David becoming a more confident person inside and outside the classroom, and becoming a child who has high hopes for his own future. The fluency is more than reading the words from a page. It's reading with accuracy, appropriate pacing, and expression. You don't need to be an actor, but there is a meaning in how you say it, or in this case, how you read it. This program is an interactive program, and we will open registration just for a short time, and then we'll close the registration, and if you've signed up, you can start your child on the course, whenever you are ready. We can only take a few students, so it's a limited offer. So it's designed to motivate your child, to get them to practice. That's what we want to do, get them to practice and start giving them feedback to help them develop their skills. And we're going to help your child become an independent reader and learner, and they can do this in the privacy of their own home without anybody else knowing and at their own time. So think about making their screen time productive time. We'll focus on three key priorities: their fluency skills, their academic vocabulary, and their comprehension. And the difference with this program is that it gives feedback to your child as they read. We use a voice recognition technology that recognizes what your child is saying and will correct them as they read along. So it's like having a one-to-one tutor, and they get immediate and personalized feedback. It's intuitive, easy to use, online. They read with fluency, they monitor their comprehension, and they build their vocabulary in the context. So we're helping them to read, we're helping them to pronounce, and we're helping them to read with expression, or prosody, as we call it. The child gets a selection of wide range topics, including science, maths, history, social studies, fiction, non-fiction, mystery books. And we have high interest, low skill reading for the older child who needs to come in at a certain level without reading childish books. And the student, of course, can pick their own choice, what they want. If they're into sports, that's fine. Music, drama, whatever they want. So let's take a look at a lesson. They start with a word wall activity, and this pre-teaches them the vocabulary. It activates their prior knowledge and offers pronunciations of the words that they read. And they can look up definitions of these words on an online glossary. So they preview and read. And they can read silently and listen to a model of a fluent reading. And at any time, they can click on a word to hear it pronounced. Then they read out loud, and we proactively highlight the text as they read, and the software helps them if they're struggling with certain words. After they finish, they do a comprehension quiz to check that they've understood everything. So they get immediate feedback. They don't need to wait for a teacher. They don't need to wait to go back into school, and they can self-correct straight away. They get confidence in reading aloud. This is a very important factor in learning to read. And they'll be able to read with confidence in the classroom. And of course, this will allow them to more fully engage with the teacher, with their fellow students in the class. So unlike other digital reading practice tools that only allow your child to record themselves reading, our Clear Fluency program listens to and helps your child when they struggle or mispronounce a word. The experience is basically like giving them a personal tutor, one-on-one. We track everything that's happening, their participation, attendance, errors they make, words they may have difficulties with, and we send out these reports to you on a weekly basis. Students love it because they get to pick out what they read themselves, and they get to control their own reading. They get to control when they do it and where they do it, and they can do it privately. In our 12-week course, we recommend 30 minutes a day, 3 to 5 days a week to get the best out of this and make the best gains. It's very simple requirement. It's on the internet. You need a set of headphones with a microphone and use it on a PC, Mac, or iPad. So it's a one-on-one tutor, immediate and personalized feedback, and it's covered by supervision from ourselves directly. So if you have any questions, please email us at admin@neuronlearning.com, and you'll see pricing and further details on this page. Thanks for looking at the video, and we look forward to working with you and your child.